Howdy, folks. All you're doing is Recepit here. We're getting everything all squared away for the actual station. If you're tuning in, obviously you know when we're broadcasting every Tuesday from 12 until 2, and we're setting shop up. If it looks like I'm tired, because I am. But however, I'm just incredibly psyched to be here once again, like always. All right, there we go. Got a bit of Kennedy there. There we go. Wave the internet fans, Kennedy. There we go. There we go. So 12 o'clock exactly. We're running behind, of course. Waiting for Errol. Oh, can you see me? Can you see me?
Awesome. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, Mother's Milk, Mr. Kennedy. Mother's Milk.
Our one and only Aerosmith song.
Awesome. I've been listening to Aerosmith before you were born. You know what? I still like it.
You probably have.
I have been, you young motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Take it. Aerosmith around since 73, but I'm mistaken. So, okay. It's a long fucking time. This is new, isn't it? Is that new?
Maybe. This is cool.
I hope so. That's music, it. Fucking phone back today. Fucking phone.
We got time.
So you got the phone on your end? Right. Do you have a phone on your end? Is it disconnected?
Is that the phone?
No, it's the phone. They disconnected.
That was disconnected.
Awesome.
Oh, well, that one.
I did gun good. But the good thing is it stops slowly. Nobody goes through the apartment. That's awesome.
Still a little haywire. Let's see Vince's goodies.
What's
That
that?
sounds wrong. I want to see Vince's goodies. That sounds wrong.
Oh, fuck. The dude has so much.
Yeah.
At this present time, when it comes to video game stuff, whatever. It's all good. I think I may have this interesting thing for the show. Maybe.
Cool.
We've been chomping at the bit for the last 2 weeks, just kind of see how it works. Stuff like that.
Hopefully he's listening today. Because I told him he just needs a radio. He doesn't need internet.
Oh yeah, why not?
A radio.
Well, he'll be off to doing the stuff there. Do you have Vincent's cell phone number? Yeah.
Yes.
Did you give him a quick page or a first break?
Sorry?
Did you give him a quick page, like text?
Now?
What he used to? How much there? How much time there?
Good time. No worries.
Okay.
I can say listen.
Yeah,
Hey, listen.
Give the URL with the user.
Oh, he did. He already texted me.
Oh, really?
You guys have internet at home right now?
No, you got a cafe right now.
Oh.
So it's Ustream.tv. You got the rest. Wait, is this? Are you going to air?
No, it's okay. I have another song. Channel.
That's cool.
You do know he was on last night, right?
I caught a little bit of that from reading that very quick overview.
He looks in great shape. Well, he lost 60 pounds.
Awesome. You hear the fucking the keyboard in the background?
Going after this?
Yeah, sure. What's your time?
Wait. Oh, that was a short one.
Oh, okay. We got it now?
Sure, let's do it. Everyone, we're live!
Woo! We're live once again, folks. Okay, thank you very much for joining us at the weekly trending fandom show. Basically broadcasting through CKMS 7 FM 100.3 on the FM dial. And I am your super mega host known as Recepit. And of course, keeping us always out of trouble is the one, the only, Mr. Kennedy!
That's right. Here I am. And it's time.
It's time!
It's time.
It's Veda time! But anyways, folks, as you know, the Weekly Trend Fandom Show covers everything that's cool and geeky, from everything from comic books, wrestling, cartoons, movies, and everything in between and above. So, whew, what a long weekend. It's getting kind of hot in the studio.
It's
The
hot
sun's
in here.
shining.
Wow.
The sun is shining. We're going to put the fan on oscillate back and forth, so it'll be nice and cool. But of course, yours truly hiding over here in the dark corner of darkness. Get no fan, but however Mr. Kennedy does, but we'll fix that. We'll basically cut it in the contract, because we've got our hot tub that's obviously leaking on the porch over here, but that's fine. But the bottom line is that we're thank you very much for having us being on your airwaves.
In your homes
today.
or in the radio. In the
Or
car,
wherever you may
or
be,
wherever
on your
you may be.
mobile devices, on your laptops, on your notebooks, on your pads, whatever the case may be, we'd like to sincerely thank you very much for tuning in once again to the Weekly Trend Fandom Show. So, Mr. Kennedy,
Yes.
we had a busy weekend.
It's been a very busy weekend for yours truly.
Why
And
is it
for
busy
both
for
of
you?
us.
It's all
Well-
about me. We know this. Come on.
For the both of us, it's been busy.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. So I understand that you complete another unicycle around the actual sun.
What's that?
You completed another yearly cycle around the sun.
Oh, that I have?
Yes, you
Yes,
have.
I have another one. Yes.
So how does it feel to be turned a little bit older against your will?
First thing that happened is I woke up in pain.
The
The old age. Oh, it's coming. It's
Age is
slowly
coming
but
for
surely after
you.
me.
Pretty soon you'll be peeing every 2 hours on the hour, which would be awesome. You'll be running around with, what was it, catalysts in your kneecaps, and you'll be running around with strange bumps and bruises and stuff like that. Welcome to age, Kenny. It sucks from this point forward. Congratulations. And oh, by the way, if anyone who says it's only a state of mind, they're lying. But however, how does it feel to be another year older, man?
I don't know. It's all right. I'm in the mid-20s still, so it's all right. No, it's too bad that food that I could used to eat all the time now brings me more pain than pleasure. You know, like all that delicious food that I could eat day after day. I eat it now, and it's like, ouch.
Why are you eating this kite?
No, like pizza.
Well, I understand for pizza.
Scarfing down pizza, it's like,
well,
okay,
remember,
it's fine.
pizza's not a food group unto itself.
Oh, is it?
So, oh yeah, well, basically in the United States, they determined that pizza is its own food group.
Oh,
It's up there with ketchup, believe it or not.
Ketchup.
Exactly. It's its own food group. Not a government, folks, but its own flipping food group. God bless the Americans, and may they continue what path they're going down. But anyways,
Well, I like to call it the Ninja Turtle diet, right? It's
the
just
Ninja Turtle
pizza day after day, and you'll be a nice, strong ninja, right?
And
But
green,
that's not the truth.
with a shell on your back, going
Yeah,
into
oh.
living in a sewer system.
Oh yeah,
That's
it'll turn
a
you
great
green.
diet.
It'll turn you green, all right. That's not a good sign, though.
But yeah, so age is catching up with you, which is good. Excellent, makes me feel a bit better. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you're accepting your new age designation well, which is good. And unfortunately, as I said before, from this point forward, it pretty much all sucks. So enjoy the rest.
It's
of
only
it.
downhill from here, right?
As they say, if it's going to go downhill, slalom, if you know what I mean. All right then. So anyways, so anything good on your birthday at all? Like I understand.
Well, again, I had an exciting week. What's this? Wonderland, Comic Cons. It's been a blast actually this last
That's
week.
cool.
So just for those that are curious about Canada's Wonderland, I did get a chance to ride the brand spanking new roller coaster, the Gig Coaster, the longest, tallest, fastest
It's called
coaster.
the gig.
It's called the Gig.
What's roller coaster
It's
called?
actually called Leviathan.
Oh, the Leviathan.
Yeah, and it's a mystical creature in mythology.
Is
like
it
the-
Leviathan or Leviathan?
Leviathan, I believe. I
Leviathan?
think that's how you say it. But yeah, it's the sea serpent in mythical.
Leviathan.
Leviathan, yeah.
Leviathan. Not
Mhm.
Thon. Thin. As in you are thinner than I am
Oh.
by a lot.
Mhm. But for those that know me, I'm a big roller coaster enthusiast, and so I was very excited and pumped to finally get to ride this ride. I've ridden Behemoth, that's been there since at the park since 2006, over and over again. So it was a blast to finally get to ride something bigger, and wow, it was amazing. Like
It was a good time?
it
The
basically.
experience, not a good time. So the experience was mind-boggling.
I'll show you pictures later. You'll see.
Awesome.
Going yes, yes,
Yes, yes!
on the roller coaster.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, it basically solved all the complaints I had with Behemoth, and it was just smooth and it was just fantastic. So
Was it
kudos to
smooth
you.
like a woman's butt.
I guess.
Awesome.
it wasn't rickety, it wasn't bumpy,
I dig it.
it was just a wonderful ride. So
Smooth
kudos
as a baby.
to Canada's Wonderland for actually managing to squeeze this ride into the park because basically they had to solve a few problems. First of all,
Mhm.
they ran out of room, so they had to build it over an older existing roller coaster.
Well, that's kind of fun.
So,
As I said before, that's an accident.
Yeah.
Lawsuit waiting to happen.
you never know. And then actually leaves the park and goes into the parking lot. And
Oh,
comes back
really?
in.
Oh my gosh. We have a problem, sir. What's that? Leviathan got off the tracks. Yeah, that's right. And what did it hit? You know that parking lot that I said was a bad idea? Well, yeah. It's in there now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So you basically go flying into the sea of cars.
Oh,
right?
that's awesome.
So if something bad did happen, there goes everybody. Just take everyone
I can't
out.
wait for that until they do cutbacks at Wonderland. That one disgruntled employee goes, "Let's give him a ride," and then forget. I'm going down in history, mofos. Oh my goodness gracious! Yeah. So okay. So big thumbs up for the new Leviathan. Tentative word name for now for the roller coaster until we actually figure out what it's really called. And of course, you really like it because it goes in the sea of vehicles. And just for fun and giggles, it goes to a roller coaster. This is
Yeah.
awesome. Have
That's
you
right over
ever
top
seen,
one.
what was it, 13 Ghosts?
No.
No, as I mentioned before, there's an actual roller coaster sequence in that movie.
Oh yeah.
And of course, the thing is that it's really, really cool. I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody who's actually listening, but however, if you dig roller coaster rides, you have to see 13
Oh,
Ghosts.
sweet.
If
I will
nothing for the roller coaster
Mhm.
intro, which is basically the first 5 minutes of the movie. When you see it,
Nice.
it's lots of fun. I
So,
highly recommend it. It's
I'll
so
watch it.
recommended.
Again, I love roller coasters, so I love seeing people apparently die on roller coasters
Yeah!
too. Such as Final Destination 3, how the movie also starts similar like that.
Mhm.
Everyone dies on the roller coaster.
Mm-hmm. No, I dig it. I dig it. Also, on top of that, we both went to a convention this weekend.
Yeah, that happened
One day,
Saturday.
Comic-Con Niagara Falls. It was awesome. I really had a really good time there.
Oh, it's good to hear.
The
It was actually the
the
second
amount
annual
of
one.
guests that were there weren't too bad. They had like a lot of wrestling folks show up, which is absolutely fantastic. We managed to squeeze a couple of interviews in there. For so and so who died.
Well, just a little background information. We were actually fortunate to able to attend the first annual Niagara Falls Comic Con
Is this the
last
first
year.
one? Oh, that okay. You remember last
No.
year? Sorry, go
Yeah,
ahead. Take the floor,
I'm just a
take the
little
floor.
back history here. So we had a chance to check it out last year,
Yeah.
and apparently the Scotiabank Convention Center wasn't finished yet,
Yeah.
but they actually held it at the Dave & Buster's on Clifton Hill.
Yeah.
So they used the dance floor as a dealer's room. They had a few guests such as Leap and Lanny
It
Popo.
was really packed. It was okay. Not too bad. It's like,
You know, yeah.
What did you say?
It was like at least they had one, right?
Yeah.
So it was a good start. I mean, we were we were probably one of the only attendees of it last year. You know, that actually remembered of it last year. But yeah, it was all right. I mean, free admission is always cool too. DeLorean was there,
Humble beginnings.
and then of course the game section being taken care of because since it's actually at an arcade, you know, that was basically taken care of, and it was all right. I think we had a fun time just exploring Niagara Falls, Clifton
We hooked up
Hill.
with a buddy Chris and everything else like that.
That's right, our buddy Chris.
And we almost missed the bus coming back in.
Again, it is a long trip for us.
Yeah,
so.
we have photos of, which we'll probably post with the other photos from Wonderland here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, again, Niagara Falls is one of the biggest tourist attractions, you know, this side of Canada. So to have that plus the Comic Con, it just drives people out.
Yep.
So for this year, seems like they were really serious this year. They got the convention center,
And they got their collective stuff together.
Yeah.
In a nice big way.
Booked some good guests.
Yep.
And just the people showed.
It makes me pink with envy. But however, long story short here, it was a really good time. They had Britt the Hitman Hart.
Yes.
Who didn't grant us an interview because he was too tired, but that's fine. We promise you, faithful listeners, we will track his Boost Maximus down, and we will get an interview with the one
wait a minute.
the only.
Did we just put a hit on the Hitman?
We did.
Oh, we're coming for you,
It's
Hitman.
on! It's on! It's time! It's Vader time! They also had Virgil. Virgil is a very interesting character. I almost want to throw him $30 and say, hey, let us interview you for shit and giggles, eh? You know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, the guy just would not budge. But the cool thing is that he spins a good yarn. If you want to talk about stuff, he will sit down and talk to you for hours on end about things he's doing, what's going on, and stuff like that. But for interview stuff, like, oh my gosh, guy, what's wrong with you?
We just had a hidden microphone. We
Yeah, exactly.
So.
That's what we'll do next time. Getting a mic, a little tiny microphone, and so like speaking to my man, my goodie. But on top of that, once again, Leaping Lanny Poffo was there in prime shape, basically slamming down rhymes and everything else like that. And
poetry.
Yeah, poetry was absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, there was some people we couldn't interview, which I really wanted to interview, like Bruce of our Beefcake, which is the next step from Hulk Hogan, was definitely there. We wanted to interview him, but unfortunately we just couldn't. They also had that Robin guy. What the hell was his name again?
Burt Ward, I believe.
Yeah, you got it.
Robin was there.
It's really weird seeing this man age, because the thing is that he's still the same height, but he's put on 150 pounds.
Oh.
So it's just turning up the volume. It is a touch. Where is my cursor? There it is. There it is. Oh, too much pepper. There we go. A little less pepper. There we go. So anyway, seeing him age is like, whoa. Plus on top of that, I don't know. He really didn't really enjoy the convention. At least I don't think he did. But however, you know, we tried to interview him, and of course got shut down, which is fine because who wants to, you know, interview an aging bird anyway? Well, we're gonna get so much trouble for that. But however, the rest of the crew there, they had Mr. Diamond, who was absolutely fantastic.
Dustin Diamond, Screech.
Yeah, they had him there. He was doing an interview, which is great. We also had Chandler as well.
Chandler Riggs from Walking Dead.
You got it. He was
cool
there. It seemed to be a really solid show. We showed a little bit late, but that was fun because we did catch a good, good 4 or 5 hours of it. Yeah. And of course, we saw some friends of ours. The Tequila Brothers was there, which is absolutely fantastic. They're almost at every convention. But
definitely a lot of wrestling guests for sure, because we had the Nasty Boys there.
Yeah, that's true. Almost forgot about them.
A whole bunch. All pretty much wrestlers, so which is cool. I mean, there was a WWE Legends Roundtable panel they did and stuff like that. So
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do we give this convention, Mr. Candy?
Well, I would almost say it's close to on par with Toronto Comic Con, which was the.
Wait a second.
Fan Expo.
Wait, which one? Fan Expo or Wizards World?
No, I know that's the confusing one. There's 2 Toronto Comic Cons.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it was closer to maybe the Hobby Star Presents Toronto Comic Con.
Really? That's a big compliment.
Because both of them were not that big compared to other cons.
Yep.
But you still had a whole slew of guests.
Yep.
You had the dealers. You had.
And you didn't have the Hobby Star stigma attached to it.
No, I think everyone was generally having a good time. I think a lot of. Maybe just Americans, because again, it's right on the border of Niagara Falls, so probably coming there and experiencing,
smart business move.
The Canadian friendliness, of a Comic Con without that stigma of drama and stuff that other cons have.
Yeah. Not to throw stones at hobbies or anything else like that, but it just seemed to be a better convention. And the thing is that they took a massive leap forward from last year. Again, they had the Scotiabank Center,
Yeah.
as you believe it's called. And the thing is that the staff was absolutely accommodating, which is absolutely fantastic. There wasn't, there wasn't any. They were busy. They had their hands full, but they weren't stressed, which was absolutely fantastic. As far as I can tell, the lines seem to be fairly civil. Like I heard some problems at MA North that people sitting in line for 4 hours to get their pass, but this time around, at this show, they were on top of things or else like that. So if this is the positive direction of moving in, I'm really seeing some good stuff in this convention down the line. And if we're still in the air for next year, we'll definitely get our collective stuff more together, get more contacts, and hopefully we can part of the show for next year.
Yeah. So just another cool thing they had. The DeLorean made its return.
Yeah.
The
DeLorean made it just
Yeah.
in time.
Just
Get
in
it
time.
DeLorean. Oh! Killed it.
It was the original Batmobile, right?
Yeah, they
Was
had
there?
that. They had that back girl there,
Mm-hmm.
posing with it and stuff like that. Very sexy.
And they had
Very sexy indeed.
a retro video game section with I don't know if there was actually any tournaments going on, but just free play. Looked
Yeah,
like
it was decent free play. It really was.
Mhm.
And then of course we saw our favorite 8-bit artist there selling her wares, which is kind of cool.
Perler Bead.
Yeah, you got it.
Graphics.
You
Yeah,
got
very
it, man.
cool.
So seeing her there was absolutely fantastic. So it seems to be moving forward. So hopefully when we do EMC shortly, we can live up to that positive step forward and really do a good show and maybe bring them on down just for shit and giggles. You know what I mean? Like what I mean by that, sort of like we give them a promotional table if they want, or just give them a couple of free passes. Maybe we hook that up for them. What do you think?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Another cool dealer I saw was someone called Dr. Mask. Dr. Mask, and they had all kinds of different luchador wrestling masks.
Luchador.
So he's telling me
Arriba.
he can get me a nice in-car one for $20 next time I see him. I think I might do that. So.
And I think for the cheap plug there, he almost made me want to give you a free one.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah.
We just gave him the WTF bump. So, anyways, yeah. So, let's see here. As I said before, within our intro there, we got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Should we take a break first and go to our first segment, or what do we do, Mr. Kenny?
Sure, let's take a little breather.
Alright.
Throw it to a song.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah. So better call your mama. Call your mama. Two questions for you. One, I'm going to talk about first. Two, to make a set talk about wrestling. Alright. Sounds good. We have to delete these.
I'll bring it up. funny talking videos. No Way Out theme.
You're getting good songs. I like this vibe.
The No Way Out theme.
What's that?
No Way Out theme.
Oh, really?
Might sound familiar. I hate you, Stream Ads. I hate you, Stream Ads. There we go. No way. I'll give Bob a little shout out there.
A little plug?
B.O.B.
WCF club. CF club. CF club.
Can't tell you right now.
I thought you knew everything, but it's just
Mess up. Good, I guess. Hey, we're back.
We're back! Woo! How's everyone doing? Pay some quick bills here. But make sure you listen to us on CKMS, 7FM, 100.3 FM dial. Want to hear the Wesley News? But go to www.7fm.ca and plus something here's on www.youtube.tv/777CDRRBBE. And here we go again. So, first segment up, my friend. We talk about some wrestling.
That's it. Well, we were just playing the official WWE No Way Out theme, which is taking place Sunday. And you can go down to Bobby O'Brien on King Street and watch the pay-per-view.
I have a beef with Bobby's.
You get
My beef is this. I have a beef with Bobby's. They don't have their chili anymore. Bobby should bring back their chili. We should start a viral video campaign or some sort of campaign to get Bobby to bring back their chili, especially on the wrestling event that we attended, their actual famous, fantastic establishments. That's my thing. And also, one little side note as well, since I got the mic, I'd like to remind everyone that this Sunday is Father's Day. Or is it Saturday?
I believe it's Sunday.
Is it Sunday? Awesome, right in the first time.
So,
Oh, excuse me. Oh, where did that come from? Oh, I'm allergic to sentimentalism. Oh my goodness. Anyways, remember, folks, today is Father's Day, so go out.
today?
No, did I say today? It's Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
Yeah, did I say today? I
I
didn't say
think
today.
you did. But
No, I didn't. You can't prove anything. Anyways, long story short, this Sunday is Father's Day, so please go and buy your father a happy Father's Day times gift. Give something cool, something geeky, something that's trendy, something absolutely fantastic. And don't forget to put WTF on the card from us. So anyways, that's so basically again this Sunday when you're down and you're sitting with your parents, coming down to Bobby's as we're giving them the WTF bump and enjoy some wrestling stuff. We may or may not be there doing our thing that we usually do. And hopefully I heard last time Bobby's didn't have the actual pay-per-view. Bad Bobby's. Bad. I'm shaking my pencil of discontent at that. So hopefully this time around
what
we'll have
happened there? Hopefully it was just satellite technical difficulties and
Yeah.
not actual cancellation of
the show.
the pay-per-views.
Yeah.
But
Alright, so we're talking about wrestling then. So obviously I don't have cable at my new place, so I'm so far out of the loop it's not funny. But I captured a little bit of stuff. I understand that Vince Kennedy McMahon got his butt handed to him from the Big Show. Is this true or not?
he did. But we just fast forwarded all the way to the end of
Was
Monday
that the
Night
end?
Raw. That was the end.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, damn.
Let's
Alright.
start more at the beginning.
For sure. Let's put this
So-
let's put this question on hold and we'll go to the beginning and move forward.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
Hit it.
but yeah, as you were saying, Vinnie Mac made his return to Monday Night Raw to give John Laurinaitis a performance review.
Uh-huh.
So he came out, kind of threatened him a little, and said, "Hey, if you don't put on a good show tonight, you get my two infamous words."
You're fired!
Oh, fired, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, throughout the night, John Laurinaitis was just putting on a good show. Now this was a 3-hour episode of Raw.
Oh.
So it just kind of trucks along. Some good, there was some highlights, and then there was some bad stuff. I'll just talk about the good stuff I liked. Basically, Alberto Del Rio is now out of the heavyweight title match with Sheamus. So they had
Thank
to
God.
find a new contender, number one contender for
Alright.
this Sunday at No Way Out.
The second question from the audience.
Question
here.
for me? Okay.
Question
For
from over
second?
here. Yeah.
Yes.
Over here. Why is he out? What happened?
All right. I guess you didn't watch SmackDown.
Of course.
I know SmackDown is not usually newsworthy,
Yeah.
but something did happen. Sheamus did plow Alberto Del Rio's head right through. You know how there's that nice little WWE statue up at the front,
Yeah.
Titantron?
Yeah.
Basically just threw his head right into that, and now Alberto Del Rio is suffering from a concussion, so he
Oh,
is
that's nice.
out for undetermined time.
He's out.
He's
He's
out.
out.
So again, they needed to find a replacement. So, in order to find that replacement on Monday Night Raw, John Laurinaitis scheduled a 4-way elimination match with Christian, our homeboy,
Yay!
with Dolph Ziggler.
Yay!
Yay? Okay, that's good. And Jack Swagger and
Ooh.
the Great Khali.
Oh,
So, prediction: who do you think is now the number one contender?
the Great Kelly because he's big and he's strong and he's up to boost people in the
Nope,
head.
he was actually the first one eliminated.
Awesome.
I was actually secretly
Jack
hoping-
Swagger?
No.
No.
Two more.
Two more. Okay.
Two more.
How about the other guy?
Christian?
Yeah.
No.
All right. Who's left? I'm
Dolph
confused.
Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler, my man.
Yeah.
The Ziggler.
The show off.
That's
Dolph
right.
Ziggler.
Hashtag heel.
You got it.
He's my
He
favorite
might
dude
be
ever.
trending if he
I
becomes.
was picking on him for the longest time, but one of the few things I'm really happy to see is that actually he's coming into his own, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
He's
Awesome.
he's one of the best wrestlers on the card. Or
Wrestlers?
in
The
the
wrestler?
in the locker room at least.
Awesome.
So.
Oh, Randy Orton gone. Of course he is.
Randy Orton gone. Oh, so speaking of Randy Orton, his future is not certain right now since he
Oh.
is this is his second wellness violation, and basically 3 strikes you're out kind of thing. So since this
Yeah.
was the second one, the road is a little rocky. So when he comes back, he might not be a main eventer. He might be pushed down, maybe even punished a little, doing some jobs. But yeah, Randy Orton's out for another 40 to 50 days.
Wow.
So he might not be back till SummerSlam. So he's basically out for a while.
Interesting.
And
So is he? So basically, I'm assuming he's joined the Rey Mysterio club.
Well, the thing is, Rey Mysterio's still rehabbing from a very terrible knee injury that he's been suffering for a long time. So he's making sure he's 100% before coming back, or else he just re-injure it and be out for even longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus for the World Heavyweight title. It's gonna be good wrestling.
Good times, not Carter, because you got the big jar of mayonnaise beating on #heel, and there's hopefully the Nicky Guerrero angle will be dead. From what I know from wrestling history, I don't think Dolph is going to win this one, but it'll be set up for a good possible rematch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't know if you remember this, but he is actually a former World Heavyweight Champion. For a whole hour, he was a champion.
Explain yourself.
All right, so I'd say maybe almost 2 years ago, Vicky Guerrero was the general manager of SmackDown.
Yeah.
And back then, Dolph Ziggler was feuding with Edge, who was the current World Heavyweight title.
Yes.
And Vicky Guerrero made
a mandatory decision.
No, she just made like a ban on the Spirit.
Yeah.
Saying if you use it, like she suspended the move or she banned it.
Yeah, I remember that storyline.
She said if you used it, you will lose.
Yeah.
And even if it was a world heavyweight title match, and he used it, she saw it, she stripped him of the title and gave it to Dolph.
Yeah.
But the thing is, an hour later they had a rematch, and Edge won it back. So technically, he's been the world heavyweight title before or champion before, only for like an hour or so ago.
now here's a question for you. Can I tease your memory by
Sure, go for it.
Do you remember the first WWE appearance of Mr. Dolph Ziggler?
Are you talking when he was a caddy?
There you go.
We're going that
we
far
got
back?
it in one. Perfect. Remember his second debut?
Spirit Squad.
There you go.
Nikki.
Ding ding ding. He gets the 2 votes.
He was
Excellent.
Nikki.
Nikki, exactly. Whoa.
Nikki, yeah.
It's really cool to see this actual performer from where he started from as a caddy for what's his name, Buddy or whatever, and now he's making considered material. This is awesome story, and I hope it does quite well.
It's cool just to see
anyone who's an Archer fan is a good guy to follow. As far as I'm concerned.
It's interesting to see the Dolph Ziggler character evolve because I think it's more him than how he started as Dolph Ziggler. Because Dolph Ziggler was supposed to be this happy, friendly guy, always introducing himself. He's like, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler." Do you remember when he was doing that? That was the beginning of the character. But I think it's evolved to him. Yeah. Like him as a person, his true character. Like
this is cool.
And as we all know, when it's you that's out there, not some character, it's always just better.
Well, the thing is, I've always been partial to the whole character gimmick aspect. They just gotta make it work. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And the thing is that regardless in this case, it's actually working quite well. Because the thing is, I've seen his actual mic skills, which are really good on YouTube. So that's pushing forward. Plus, without again, he watches Archer. So that pushes things even more further. So it should be really, really good if WWE doesn't blow the talent on this one as well, and actually can control everything in a forward direction. It should be very, very interesting.
Well, have you ever had a chance to watch WWE Download?
Yes, I have. And as I said before, this is where Dolph Ziggler actually mic skills really start shining through because he handles that quite well. And maybe what WWE might do from this point forward, if they're listening, which I know they're not, is maybe all those kids who have terrible mic skills, give them their own YouTube channel to actually experiment with and actually struggle with. And then from there, they have to develop the mic skills. As we said before numerous times, it's very important to have that total package, which is your in-ring presence, your mic skill presence, and everything else in between. And maybe the YouTube arena, maybe the best way to actually handle it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyways, so continue with the rest of the Raw, my friend.
All right, so that was basically the main match of the night. Mm-hmm. Everything else was so-so.
Really?
Big Show and Kofi Kingston actually had a steel cage match.
What?
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, but basically Big Show dominated him during the
no kidding.
And yeah, so that was just kind of a prelude.
Squash match.
It was a squash, but it was a prelude to Big Show's and John Cena's. It was going to be a steel cage match as well at No Way Out. So it was kind of like a prelude,
Yeah. So basically, tell us about tell us what matches took place. So obviously, we got the number one contenders match, which seemed to be pretty cool. Then we got the squash match with Kofi Kingston, which I'm not too impressed with. And what happened after that?
Well, the actual main event was interesting. It was actually CM Punk
Mhm.
and AJ
Ah.
versus Daniel Bryan and
Mhm.
Kane.
Ah.
So it was really weird what AJ was doing. She kissed Kane, she kissed CM Punk.
Really?
But they ended up winning. I know.
I
don't know,
heard
it was
Kane's
weird.
got some cooties going on.
Yeah, you
That's
don't want to kiss that,
weird.
but she did, and I guess it made Kane weak in the legs, and he just kind of stumbled off. So
Really?
that was her kiss of death? I don't know
Wow.
what to call that.
That sounds
But
very
yeah,
interesting.
they actually ended up winning, and this Sunday at No Way Out, it's actually CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane in a triple threat match for the WWE Heavyweight title.
Ooh.
Or Heavyweight title, WWE Championship.
Championship.
Yeah.
Championship! So, Base has 3 matches, so I'm assuming each match was an hour long?
No, that never happens. No, there was some throwaway matches.
We'll throw away matches. That's going to be the
They're not really noteworthy, but let's see. There was Santino Marella and Layla versus Ricardo Rodriguez and Beth Phoenix.
Oh my.
And the only interesting part of that was he actually came out in his what would you call it? His penguin suit, his bow tie and suit. And when Santino ripped it off, he was wearing a Justin Bieber shirt. I don't know what was about. It was like a.
I feel awkward even you talking.
Yeah,
about that.
it was just funny because it was like 2 times too small for him.
I didn't
So,
see all the bubble, all the gut coming out and stuff.
Exactly. And he was just saying, "I like him. Don't hate me for liking him."
Wow.
But so that's
that was pretty bad. So let's move on to another bad match.
Well, this wasn't a bad match.
Okay.
This was pretty cool.
Okay.
But it was Heath Slater
Right.
versus Big Van Vader.
It's Vader time! Awesome.
the
Was it
mu-
a squash match? Tell me it was a squash match.
No, it wasn't actually. I think the mammoth, they called Vader, wanted to show off that he still got it. He's pushing almost 60? 60? And he did really well in the ring.
Did he have a full mask that came out? Like
full mask.
Awesome.
His singlet, everything was there. But he actually put on a good match. He finished it off with his Vader bomb, which I wasn't sure if he was able to pull off.
Wow.
You guys remember his Vader bomb?
Mm-hmm.
Where he jumps off the second rope
Yep.
and does a splash. I was so impressed with that. And basically, they're doing Legends matches like this up until the 1000th episode of Raw.
Interesting.
So bring some of the old guys, because we haven't seen Vader in how many years?
Yeah, the thing is, there's a lot of problems with Vader. Like, as example, his problems are well documented all over the internet. So it's
The thing was, he was just letting himself go, but he looked like he's not in the best shape ever because he's old and time isn't so kind to some people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he was able to perform in the ring. So is this the start of a full comeback for him? We'll see. I mean, a lot of people marked out for him. A lot of people were, chanting his name. I believe it's Vader time was trending and everything. So
awesome.
that's cool when he's trending.
Well, WTF is always trending.
So that was cool because
yeah.
I think I took a small cat nap, right?
Yeah.
In between commercials, and then when I opened my eyes, I saw Vader in the ring and I marked. I was like, "What? Am I dreaming? Like literally? And what is going on here?
What's going on? It feels so real, but this can't be happening." I know exactly.
Funky dream.
Okay.
And yeah, that was probably one of the coolest matches. Was that? So it wasn't a bad Raw. It's hard to pull off a 3-hour episode.
Any Diva BS that took place?
Any BS?
Any Diva BS?
No, the only Diva match that was really shown was the one I mentioned with Layla, Beth Phoenix, and again with AJ. That was pretty much it. And I guess between a lot of the matches, Vince McMahon was running around in the backstage doing his shenanigans, dancing with the Funkadactyls and stuff like that. You know how Vinnie Mac's like. He just likes to mess around. And
we all know the characters.
Yes, threaten people.
So I guess the question is Vince back then, or is he just hiding, or just showing up for the one thing?
Well, at the end of the show, we'll get to the end now, because pretty much filling the gap. And hey, if you do want to watch the repeat, for those that have cable, the Score will play a repeat 4 o'clock today on channel 53 if you're in the Waterloo area, so you can watch the repeat for yourself and get your own opinion. But at the end, Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis came out for the final verdict on this performance review. The thing is, I think he's gonna let it slide till this Sunday at No Way Out,
Oh.
where if the Big Show loses to John Cena, then John Laurinaitis is fired.
Fired!
But the thing
Fired.
is, like you were saying at the beginning of the segment, Vince McMahon got the KO, got the WMD, weapon of mass destruction, weapon of mass destruction. My bad.
Yeah.
Which ended the show. Which that's not good. Punching your boss. So we don't. I guess it's undetermined if Vince McMahon, storyline wise at least, will be able to make it out to No Way Out this Sunday for the final judging verdict. But that's not to say that Big Show will get some harsh punishment from doing this. So. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it certainly sounds like quite interesting Raw. I'm looking forward to seeing it on one channel, which I go to all the time for all of my video needs.
It's not fair. In the States, they have Hulu, right? Are you familiar with that service?
I know Hulu quite well.
Which is, they play Raw and SmackDown all the time, and it's perfectly legit there.
Yep.
Here, you can't watch Hulu, so you have to go to alternate means, such as one channel.
Onechannel.ch.
YouTube,
we want our
or whatever. So... But yeah, I am excited for the 1000th episode of Raw. As you know,
when does that take place? A couple weeks from now, or
July 23rd, I think it falls on.
Right.
And as you know, Raw is the longest-running episodic television show in history. Beats out Lassie, Gunsmoke, Simpsons, Seinfeld, all that stuff. It had 1,000 episodes. You can't combat that.
Well, the funny thing is it a sports? Is it a sports thing?
No, it's scripted.
Because the funny thing is,
it's sports entertainment. There's athleticism.
I don't want to give Raw anything. I don't want to give WWE.
Why not?
Because I don't want to give it to the meal. I'm going to find out.
All right, that was an
But
episode.
however,
thing is, I'm excited for the show because it sounds like they're going to pull
don't get me
all
wrong.
the stops.
I'm sure you're excited with that, but I don't want to give WWE another accolade or point to it. That's just me, though.
So if we see some WWE legends that we haven't seen in a while, I think it'd make for a great show. So they're already announcing D-Generation X will be there, so the return of Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Sweet.
I saw a quick flash of Bret Hart, so hopefully Bret Hart.
We saw many flashes of Bret Hart this weekend.
Flashing,
if I'm not mistaken, you baked in his greatness for a while.
I marked out seeing him, yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see who shows up. Probably Vince McMahon.
Maybe we get close to the 100th episode. Maybe we'll get some rascals in here from our favorite TCW folk. Get him in here. Maybe we'll get the champion. Maybe we'll get Mr. Warhead in here. Stuff like that.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah, that's our invitation if you're listening out there.
Oh, no, you're understand. We'll get them into the show.
Even if we have to hog tie them.
That's right. Bring them in. Yeah, do the show. But we'll probably have like a wrestling segment or something like that coming up. I'll bring up my wrestling belt, and we'll talk to the other guys about the whole wrestling thing and stuff like that. We'll probably roll their eyes about WWE. But what do you think? Is it a good segment to run with?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So we have some time to play around. That was absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, as with previous, is there anything else?
I think that's it for WWE news for now.
All right.
For TNA news, I haven't had a chance to watch Slammiversary yet, but I'm looking forward to watching it very soon.
Yeah. And
I'll give you guys my impressions of Slammiversary, which is the 10th year anniversary of TNA very soon. So look forward to that.
Where are they now? Where they come from, and how they're working out today, brother.
I'll just give a quick summary for those going into it. Bobby Roode is now the longest running TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and
are you serious?
He is Canadian. He is from Peterborough, Ontario. Awesome. So he's a local boy.
You should track him down and say, "Hey, will you come on our show?"
I'd love to, and he's the current longest running. He beat AJ Styles for that accolade.
Yeah.
And same with Gail Kim, who is from Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah.
She's the longest running TNA Knockouts champion.
Interesting.
So in TNA, Canadians are dominating, which is fantastic because
because we're Canadian. As I see in the Wii U, that's amazing.
It's amazing. So again, look forward to my TNA anniversary full review, and just a little surprise: a former TNA employee, who's now a WWE employee, makes an appearance.
That's cool.
And just give a little
Randy Orton.
CC.
What's that?
CC.
What do you mean, CC?
I'll give you a hint. His last name is Cage.
Cage?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know who he is.
No. CC?
CC? I don't know.
Who would that stand for?
I've got no idea.
Christian Cage?
Who's that?
Christian!
I'm
bad.
totally kidding. Oh my god, I had to go to Brent now. That's hilarious. Yeah, I know who. Captain Charisma.
Yeah,
himself.
Christian Cage, who is
That's
the
right.
current WWE Intercontinental Champion
So he's going over to TNA?
for one night only.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he's the instant classic. So
He is.
It should work out quite well.
He.
And it should be interesting to see Christian Cage with his last name on TNA.
Yeah.
Then going back to WWE without the last name again. It's like,
For a quick little history lesson, he was the NWA champion until they changed it to the TNA champions. Or not, yeah, TNA.
So when he was on TNA, he was awesome.
Yeah.
I was very impressed by what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I still think his finishing move is stupid, but I don't know why I know. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to see him come up with a faster, quicker move. Because one of the things about Christian is that he's always been quick and agile. No pun edge, of course. But the thing is that with the whole stupid, let's grab the guy, turn him around, and then hit him with why? It doesn't make any sense to me. Like fast, the quick moves, they come from nowhere, boom, done. That type of thing. But hopefully, Christian Cage, this is classic, will develop his moves like that.
He's a homeboy. Just to give out a quick
I've
fact
always
here.
I've always been a big Christian fan. Like,
He was born just up the street from us, Grand River Hospital.
Yeah.
He was born here. He's a local talent, and I'm proud of him for what he's accomplished.
Well, maybe we could talk to Jeff. Maybe he might want to come to TCW for one match or something. Maybe we can interview him. That'd be awesome.
Put the word out there.
Yeah, exactly. All right then. So basically, if we can, let's play the interview from the Niagara Falls Comic Con, which we're so happy to have, and then we'll cut in some songs and we'll come back for our next segment. Is that cool, Candy?
So the guest we have
is Leaping Lanny Poffo, the walking, breathing legend of the '80s,
or better known as the Genius.
The Genius.
In the WWE. Yeah.
That's right.
So let's play that interview.
Howdy, folks. How it is? We're coming to you live from the internet. Anyways, we're here at the one, the only Niagara Falls Comic Con. And of course, one of the few people asking me about into today is the one, the only WWE legend, Leaping Lanny Poffo. Hey, sir. How are you today?
You may call me the Genius, Philip. The last man down.
Perfect. Thanks. I wonder if people don't mind.
I have selective amnesia. I choose to remember the glory days. As a matter of fact, the glory day. The Genius.
Perfect. So, Mr. Genius, how do you like this convention? Definitely an actual step up from last year, do you agree?
Right, I was here last year, and I'm very happy the way it's grown, and I'm glad I could have been a part of it.
Fantastic. So, for all of this, how are things from last year to this year? Things good for you? Or?
Right, well, this was the first booking that I accepted following the death of my brother, and that was May 20th of 11. And right after the morning after the Comic-Con last year, Chris Grabowski and Miss Jenna, my friend here, and myself, we went to Niagara Falls. And if you go on geniuslannypoffo.com, I stand before Niagara Falls and think about my brother, who sees each carpe diem day with passion like no other. His name was Randy Poffo. He became the Macho Man. Randy Savage made it cool to be a wrestling fan. He set a good example before he said goodbye, and I will try to honor him until these falls go dry.
That's wonderful, sir. Wonderful, wonderful. So, I got a couple questions for you. I know you're busy, so we'll just hop right into it if you don't mind. I guess the first question is that how did you break into the industry?
Well, it was really easy for me. My father is Angelo Poffo, and he paved the way. His life was tough, so mine could be easy.
See. So I guess the other question I got is, how do you feel where the industry is going today? Obviously, the large jump from the 80s and the 90s compared to today's time. So
I really admire the athleticism and the talent of the wrestlers that I'm seeing today. Good for them. Unfortunately, they are handicapped. They have 2 arms and a leg tied behind their backs because the writers need to all be fired. Or they should put them all in a room and gas them. Because you take the greatest, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake the Snake Roberts, Roddy Piper. How great would they be if they had to read a teleprompter, please?
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. So basically another question for you. In today's time, what would you recommend for people trying to break into the business?
I would say save your money, and that's the only advice I have because in this world of 80-20, only 20% saved their money, 80% did not. And no matter how much water you put in the bucket, if there's a hole in the bucket, doesn't it all go in the sand?
It does. Yeah,
Okay.
right. So basically, what else are you working on currently?
Now at Wind Mobile, get the hottest phones, like the Galaxy Nexus, on one of our new plans, like unlimited
He'll
Canada
start it up
wide
again.
talk text and data for only $40.
I hope you enjoy this free endorsement, Wind.
Actually, I've got a couple of secrets that I'm planning.
Okay.
And it's things that I cannot divulge because I don't like to open the champagne and drink from it and then have to put it back. It's happened a few times in my life. From do not count your chickens.
There you go. So, yes, let's see if we're going to do a quick interview. Thank you very much for coming on our little show here. And that's about it, sir.
Okay, be humble when victorious, be noble in defeat. Be there when your neighbor hasn't got enough to eat. Try to love your enemies and always be aware that in the Super Bowl of life, the tortoise beats the hare.
Genius!
All right, folks.
Genius!
At Niagara Falls Comic Con, we're bringing more interviews when we can get them. Thank you very much for watching, and Gracie, stick with us.
Wow.
Genius!
That was the genius himself, Leaping Lanny Poffo.
Genius!
For those that are not familiar with him, he is the brother of Randy Poffo,
Ooh,
better
yeah.
known to everyone else in the WWE universe, Randy Savage, the Macho Man.
Oh,
So-
oh
yeah.
Can you dig it?
So I wish Lanny, Randy, and their father, Angelo, the best of luck.
All the
on
best.
finally getting into the WWE Hall of Fame because they deserve it. They
Appreciate it.
are a very important wrestling family, and they contributed a whole bunch to the wrestling industry. And you know that, right?
And
Randy
people-
Savage
people
is
can
not
argue the
in
fact-
Hall of Fame yet.
And basically, people can argue the fact that Randy Savage defined the 80s and the 90s for wrestling. So,
For
hey,
sure.
because there was a lot with Hulk Hogan that was on the plate, and Randy Savage completely broke against all of that. He stayed with his character. He even went for all those stupid mutations that WWE wanted to throw at him. But bottom line is, he simply made it cool, and he simply made it interesting. Even when he had that little gig with Spider-Man that came out back a couple of years ago, when it was like Hacksaw. Even that was interesting.
Bonesaw, right?
Bonesaw, that's it.
Played in
Bonesaw.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
Yeah, even that was interesting. That's one of the few gifts that Randy Savage or Randy Poffo truly had. That's one of the reasons why I'll always be a fan of it. Plus, on top of that, something I don't really tell other people, but my dad, when I was younger, dressed up as Randy Savage for Halloween.
That's
so
cool.
my dad's dressing up as the man, if you can see it. Then obviously just a special quality with an individual. On top of all that, every time we see Randy Poffo, we'll always stop in and say how he's doing, stuff like that. Give him every time when he needs it, and I'm glad he's a friend of the show.
He still got it. That was some awesome.
That was wickedly
Awesome
awesome.
poems.
It was done on the spot, for goodness sake.
That poem about Randy Savage, his brother, and Niagara Falls was amazing. If you want to
Yeah.
hear that again, just go on the Ustream channel.
Which is www.ustream.tv/channel/me7. That's RCEHOPPE. And it's hidden with our archives with other wrestling greats such as Mick Foley. And also, who's that kid from TCW? Sean Spears, I believe his name is. Yeah, and also we got
We have Warhead,
Darko from Warhead.
Anthony Darko,
Yeah, we got all those guys building up.
Buck Gunderson.
Yeah, and also give another cheap plug out for the Niagara Falls Comic Con. We saw our friends there from TCW there, which was really cool.
DCW announce table.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Announcers.
Yeah, it was
on
really
the
cool
table.
bumping into them and saying hello and stuff like that. So, you know, the next show is coming up. We'll get more information.
Yeah.
It's happening in July or June?
July is the next show,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
we'll keep you guys informed. Stick with the show.
Maybe we'll get Jeff on the air here to give us some
Yeah,
spoilers.
Duncan Marshall,
Duncan.
the general manager of TCW.
Yeah.
Hopefully get him on the show.
That'd be awesome.
Give us a little insight of what the
Yeah.
plans are.
Yeah, that'd be awesome stuff. So how about this, Miss Candy? Let's play some songs and we'll go into our next
Yeah.
segment, all right?
This one's dedicated to the show off.
All right.
You're like, who's that?
Sure to be hashtag heel.
It's trending right now.
It's always trending. All right, so from our root quote, right? We have images from our release segment. We should get this. Dark Fingers play again. That's like a global with Beck Bennett. And we have Jack and Last Fight.
Gotta find it. I don't know where they are.
It's on my I also prefer to go to YouTube. You can Google cheap fucking commercials. So it's on my YouTube channel.
I'll let you find them on here.
Okay. Maybe what I'll do from this point forward is that for interviews, just upload to my YouTube so I can worry about fucking all this stupid shit. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's funny. It's a remix. It's like, okay, folks, here we go. There we go. His name is Lance Guest. Look at my giant fat head of wonderful this. It is huge!
How do we do some chin-ups?
Chin-ups?
You ever do chin-ups? Just do it laying down. You ever done chin-ups? Or can you go like this? What? That's not what you Yeah, you're working out your jaw while you eat, right? Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, so we'll do movie stuff. Cartoons. That's a solid hour segment.
For movies?
No, I'm talking about the best. I'm so glad we're chatting. Good lord. What were we talking about? Oh!
Another good wrestling game to play.
Going to air or one more song? The Big Show! Oh, it's a big ass show tonight. Oh, baby. Yeah, it's a big show. Oh, crank it up, down and wide, down them all. Oh, get ready for something that's hard to know. You won't see it coming, but I promise you tonight, it's a big show. Gonna set things right. Oh, set 'em right. Yeah, it's a big show. Oh, who's gonna burn this house tonight? Oh, burn it down. Your time is over. Your time's gone around. Put you out for me. Then I'll plant you in the ground. Look, it's a plant bottle. Plastic bottles come from the earth now. Hey folks, dig this, okay? Some of the extra special stuff you get to see while we're on the air. See this? Little symbol right there? It says, this came from a plant bottle. So basically, kids, what we're trying to tell you is that plastic now comes from the earth. You could plant this bottle and get a whole plastic factory. That's right, kids. So I'm recommending that all you people out there go out and plant plastic bottles and see what happens. Because remember, they come from plants now. Look, folks, outside we have two. We're plucking these from the trees.
They're just falling from the sky.
That's right. This one's up. As you can tell, folks, this one right here, it's a little overripe. This one's perfect. It's got water in it and everything. So yeah.
Staring at the watermelon.
This place is fucking hot.
Being hot? Yeah.
I guess I'm just trying an oscillation, okay? Down there.
Oh, my song. Is that on the highest note? Oh, closer.
I'm gonna move this banner up so it won't be breezed by it. Sitting over there just. I'm answering my own questions before I move forward.
Alright. 30 seconds. Day one, we're back live.
We're back live. Hey folks, how you all doing? To get some stuff out of the way here. You are listening to the Weekly Turn of Fan Show being broadcast in CKMS, Sound FM, 1.3 on the FM dial. If you want to hear us, you can do a search by dialing on your favorite internet searcher, www.soundfm.ca. Plus, the top left, want to see us live. You can do a search by going to www.ustream.tv/channel /7. That's called RCEHOPPE. And please note the Weekly Turn of Fan Show broadcast every Tuesday from 12 until 2 o'clock. And as you can tell, we're at the 1:10 mark, which basically gives us another 50 minutes of cool, trending stuff from the spheres of wrestling, comic books, movies, gaming, and a whole enchilada. So anyways, thank you very much for joining us today. And we just are concluding our wrestling segment. And as I said before, we're the only radio show, folks, in the Waterloo region to actually go to the Stars. The Stars come to us. Yeah. And we're just happy to be a part of it. We just recently interviewed the legend of Leaping Lanny Poffo, brother to Randy Macho Man Savage. And the thing is, you can catch a whole interview by going to www.ustream.tv/channel /7. That's called RCEHOPPE. And comb through our actual backlog of different interviews. And you see a whole star cast of other stuff that takes place. So, that's us. This is you. And hello. So, should we talk about movie stuff, Mr. Kennedy?
Yes, let's do it.
Alright, so basically we're going to start off with the top 5 movies that were trending in place over the weekend. And believe it or not, number 5, still the top 5, is The Avengers, coming in a cool $10.8 million. And also the most recent Men in Black at $13.5 million. Snow White and the Henchmen coming in at a cool $22 million. Plus on top of that, a movie that I enjoyed, I think Mr. Kennedy enjoyed as well, is Promethean at $50 million. And of course, from nowhere from left field, the new Madagascar movie coming in at $60 million. So basically,
Madagascar 3?
You got it. Basically came in at number 1 at $60 million. Incredible. Just goes to show, kid movies still rock, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know there's a little bit of star power behind that movie too, but
there is, but however it's animated. I don't know, Promethean. Let's talk about that for a while. What do you think of that, Mr. Kennedy?
Even though as confusing as it was still an enjoyable film. Just, the suspense and, just following along with the characters and seeing what, if you're a fan of the Alien films, which I thought it followed the same formula, since it has the same writer and directors on board, Ridley Scott, right? So I thought if you enjoy those films, you enjoy this, and I thought the one character, was derived a lot by Ripley, or what's her name from the Alien films? Ripley?
You got it, man. Have you seen the Alien trilogy?
Yes, it's been a long time ago, but I thought it followed the same kind of formula, which is not a bad formula at all. It works, and I liked it. So as confusing as it is with the alien humanoids and where they came from and where we came from, all that confusing mumbo jumbo jargon, I still liked it.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber.
It's good. I mean.
Yeah, my personal opinion, it was okay. Unfortunately, I kind of saw the Empire Theater, and I'm always having the worst experiences at the Empire.
So more problems with the theater than the actual film.
Yeah, pretty much. But however, I kind of found the film not confusing, but sort of lagging in a couple of questions. If you haven't seen it yet, we highly recommend seeing it. If you haven't seen it, you want to see it, I would probably recommend you going to our video library right now and watch a couple movies. We're going to talk about this movie, just a little bit at least. The opening sequence, I didn't get. I was watching this kind of going, okay, we have this. We're going to call them the humanoid for right now, just for giggles. So basically, we have the opening sequence, the humanoid drinking the black elixir of death and completely corroding and falling into this giant waterfall, and that was the beginning. And I looked at this kind of like, okay.
Well, it was
because-
something you'd hope they'd explain later on in the movie
or
why
even come back to that, even touch on it.
that individual did that.
Yeah, and they didn't. It's like, okay, that's a loose thread. And I'm hoping within the DVD that comes out of the Blu-ray, they'll have some more footage from that to explain what's happening in that important sequence. Because we don't know who this character is. The only thing we do know is that he's this majestic unicorn-ish type like humanoid creature that is in front of this magnificent waterfall and drinks this black potion of death and decorrodes and falls in. It's like, alright, what the heck is this all about? And then we cut into our main characters. The biggest problem I have with this is that the characters themselves, we weren't really seriously introduced to them. Like the one character that stole the whole show was Dave, which was the main android.
Yes.
And he completely stole the show. And even that character was swinging back and forth from one extreme to another. It's like, what? I understand why this character is doing this.
So either I don't know if he was getting orders from someone else,
Mm-hmm.
or if it was just his programming going haywire and rebellion, and maybe just his AI. You know how robots go corrupt and turn on humans,
fast
right?
forward towards the end there, it's sort of like there's an alliance that's made and stuff like that. And it's like this movie left a lot of holes in its main plot. And the thing is that it was shot magnificently. Like the soundstage they had, the actual sets they had, the actual scenery, just it's just wonderful to see. But the problem is the basic plot itself had severe issues with it. Plus, on top of that, they keep things safe. They made this into a prequel, so it should have been that difficult to follow suit. You know what I mean? But I don't know, it was okay-ish. But however, it is what it is. My personal opinion, if you're gonna see this movie, see it on Cheapy Tuesdays, and save yourself a couple of bucks. Don't go to the Empire Theater because, well, they've just got that poopy experience going on, which I'm not too impressed with. So yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think, Mr. Candy?
I enjoyed it. Again, I will tell most people, hey, if you want to watch it with some friends, go watch it on Tuesday, like a good day today, or wait for the home release of it, because it's still a good movie. I still recommend watching it, just maybe not on the full price days. It's,
It's okay.
You can wait on this one. If you've been highly waiting for this one already, you can wait just a little bit more for the home release.
Yeah, we're hoping there'll be more information released in the whole DVD/Blu-ray edition. So
it definitely leaves you with more questions at the end of the movie.
Yeah, these are dumb questions too, if you know what I mean. Like for example, ever seen a movie called 12 Monkeys?
I believe so.
That movie left good questions to be asked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This movie was sort of like, why is he doing this? I don't get it.
Is that the one with Bruce Willis?
You got it.
Yeah, I enjoyed
Brad
that
Pitt.
one. Yep.
Brad the pretty boy Ben Pitt.
Yeah.
But however, long story short, here, this question is asked. Left us with more questions like, why did this happen? Why is that going on? At least with 12 Monkeys, as the plot was very heavy, it nicely wrapped itself up. So I was impressed with this.
Yeah, it didn't give you that nice happy feeling at the end where everything was explained.
Exactly. Just think about it. The thing is that even if you went back and looked at it, it's still all there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like really well done. So anyways, anything you wish to add to this, Mr. Kennedy?
No, just watch it. But keep an open mind.
And you know what? Send us your thoughts at Ryan_Kennedy on Twitter. And if we like, we'll read it on the air. Sorry, I've been plugging that today. I apologize for Kennedy. But however, the thing is, if you tweet us, we'll always answer your stuff. Yeah. If you like what we do, if you like what we read, we'll read on the air. Send us requests, whatever. We have this wonderful internet called the Internet, so who wants to pull up a song and play it on your behalf.
Exactly. Song requests. If there's anything we're missing or anything you want to contribute, or our review of Prometheus, let us know. We're interested in hearing you guys what that to say.
Exactly. Okay, to move forward, Mr. Kennedy, remember a TV show? It was a TV movie. Remember when they made TV movies and they were really cool? Remember a little show called It? With Pennyworth?
This goes
floats downhill.
No, you'll have to refresh my memory.
There was this book that Stephen King wrote called It. And it came to be a TV movie, and it was the scariest effing thing I ever saw on TV when I was that young. It held the first half had no holds barred. It scared the piss out of children around the world, and it was awesome. The second half was very lame and stupid, but the first half was wickedly cool. Anyways, long story short, Stephen King is relaunching It as an actual movie. And we have Carrie Falonka, who we set to direct it, so that should be coming out shortly. Plus, on top of that, RoboCop. I don't know why. It seems there's major 80s nostalgia going forward here, but of course, no surprise in watching Restaurant Justice.
Old is now new.
Pretty much. Called RoboCop. That's being relaunched, and supposedly Samuel L. Jackson will be attached to that project, which would be really
He
interesting.
just wants to be part of every major franchise.
Of course, there's nothing wrong with that. And also, the Russo brothers are set to direct Captain America 2, which would be very interesting. And of course, the little tidbit I got right here is Judge Dredd is coming out as a relaunch as well, because Sylvester Stallone does a great job with it. They had to relaunch it again. I don't know. I thought the first one of Judge Dredd was okay back in the 90s. You know, it was one of those popcorn flicks, but it really didn't stand the test of time. But however, the relaunch of Judge Dredd called Dredd, which I'm very excited to see. They got some new posters coming up, plus on top of that, Judge Dredd is supposed to be released on September 21st. So that should be very interesting when that comes out. Because the comic book itself, just amazing!
Amazing!
Amazing! So that's pretty much all my little movie news there. I do believe we have an interview played by, what's his name again? What we got?
The fellow that plays Boba Fett?
No. He was in The Last Starfighter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lance Guest.
Lance Guest. An interview from Lance Guest from our friends from Wizard World. So let's spin this one if you don't mind, Mr. Kenny.
Yeah.
Thank you very kindly.
Howdy, folks. How you doing? Pacific comes to you live from the internet here at the fantastic Wizard World here in Toronto. Anyways, right now I have Lance Guest as an actual guest with me today. We're going to be asking a couple of questions. Mr. Guest, please say hello to the internet people.
Hello, internet people.
Thank you very much for
Are they given to other kind of people?
Well, they're all internets.
Really?
So under one banner, under happiness, you know what I mean? And that's what it's really all about. So anyways, my first question for you, how did you get into the business, sir?
Theater school.
Theater school, I got you. When did you get that one big break after you get into the industry?
I think it was a TV show in the early 1980s called Lou Grant.
Lou Grant.
Am I looking at? What am I? Is that the camera right there?
That's the camera right there. We're going live on the internet.
Yeah, it was a TV show called Lou Grant.
Okay.
It has there a long time. It was like the second to last show.
I see.
Second to last season.
I gotcha. Not a problem. So how did you navigate to the last start and all that?
Well, I did this movie Halloween 2, and the two directors knew each other. John and Nick knew each other, and or actually John did direct Halloween 2. Rick Rosenthal directed Halloween 2, but John was cutting it, and Nick saw me in the moviola. That's how they used to cut films in the old days, you know,
Yeah.
back in the Stone Age. And
They extract film from stone and bark and other strange things like that.
anyways, he saw that. He said, "I'm developing this. You know, I'm working on this project, and we're looking for a young guy, and you know, he could do it." So then he just called me in, or you know, my agent pitched me for it, and he just sort of looked after me, and
I got it.
and I was cast.
No problem. So one more final question, sir, and we'll be on our way for the afternoon. What would you recommend for a young individual to get in the industry in today's time?
Today's time?
Correct.
You want the real answer? Or yeah.
Any answer, the more real, the better, because basically a lot of our viewers always ask for the real thing. So,
I mean, learn how to act. You know, learn how to act. I mean, yeah, you know, sex tape ain't gonna do it. Although you can get famous for that.
yeah.
Yeah, learn how to act, do plays.
All right. That's fantastic.
You know.
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for your time and trouble, sir. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. And that's all from us from Wizard World. Thank you very much for watching us today. Again, here we are, and here we are. Thank you very much for watching.
All right.
All right, have a good day.
Wow.
That wasn't bad. Lance Guest, folks, live from Wizard World. His biggest claim to fame, from my perspective at least, was The Last Starfighter. It's one of those really cool gem movies that came out during the 80s, which they never made a sequel to, never made a TV show to. As far as I can tell, there's no prequel in the works, but it was a really solid, fun family flick for all the ages. I still refer back when I'm doing my own writing. Just actually having Lance Guest there to interview him is actually something I really wanted to do for the longest time. As people may have noticed when we do our interviews and stuff like that, we're really running short of time. So what we try to do is get the zeros and ones to actually ask our questions, to ask and sort of move on, because obviously they have tons of stuff to do. And but however, the bottom line is that we're getting them lined up, and it's pretty cool stuff, if you ask me. So
Yeah, definitely. If you've never had a chance to watch The Last Starfighter, go out and watch it because it does show off some retro video arcade stuff. And,
Yeah.
And yeah,
it's a solid movie. The thing is that today's movie, like as an example, I don't think The Last Starfighter would be made in today's time. Reason being is that all the Hollywood major production people are basically looking for sequels and prequels and stuff like that. And The Last Starfighter was one of those original movies that came out that was really cool for the whole family. On top of that, the Explorers, also the Enemy Mine, and a whole bunch of really good science fiction stuff that just hasn't seen the light of day since. It's like very unfortunate. But again, we're very fortunate to talk to Lance Guest. Hopefully, if we bump into him again, hopefully we talk a little bit more in depth about his career,
see what he's up to these days.
Exactly. And the thing is that most interviews we do are just pretty much introduction interviews to begin with, to hopefully to create a long-term relationship between us and the talent. And the thing is, at the same time, if you folks have any questions for people that we basically hook up with, let us know, because we're on Facebook at
Facebook.com/weeklytrendingfans.
Show. Yeah, you got it. And the thing is we post up people who are planning to talk to you and stuff like that, and be trending with us. Let us know what's on your mind. Let us know what you want us to follow, and we'll have a look at it. So we can't do and work into the show.
Mm-hmm.
So
since we've been talking a little bit about video games, talk about The Last Starfighter, let's talk a little bit about video game news.
Okay.
So if you missed last week's show, we were doing a live stream.
It was amazing!
Of the Nintendo E3 press conference. So just do a quick recap. If you missed that show, Nintendo unveiled a lot of the new stuff that's happening with the Wii U.
Yep.
So basically, it's like a tablet with your standard controls, 2 analog sticks, a digital pad, and your face buttons with the trigger buttons on the top and the back. Face buttons. The A, B, X, Y.
Yeah.
So So again, you can
make that no button.
So if someone turns the television off on you, you can still play on the actual tablet controller itself, the gamepad, Wii U gamepad.
Fun with that.
The one game they kicked off the show with that I'm really highly anticipating to play is Pikmin 3. Now, I don't know if you heard about Pikmin at all, but it's a great series, great franchise where you'll be able to control the Pikmin and build stuff, get around. But that was definitely the game, that was showcased that day.
And also that Batman too.
Yeah, Batman, the new Batman Arkham Asylum edition for the Wii U will definitely utilize the screen, your utility belt, unlocking safes and stuff like that using the touchscreen control. So definitely a lot of cool news that came out of E3. E3 is now done.
Done over with.
It was just a week.
And I believe we were the only radio station to cover that.
Yeah, so if you magically tuned in, you got to see the latest news at the Nintendo press conference.
Yeah, you can actually go through you can go through our actual library of shows with the last show that's on there. So basically stop by ustream.tv/channel/recepit and basically click on videos. It should be our last show there. Unfortunately, it's been archived properly due to I've been moving and stuff like that. I'm a little behind my archiving stuff. But the bottom line is it's there for you to listen to. Of course, we got our own little 2 cents in when we can type of thing. Plus on top of it, we're not on air. We've got a little jibber jabber on the side, which is always fun to do.
Now, Recepid, are you a Mario fan?
Sure.
Because you'll be happy to know that 2, not just 1, but 2 new Super Mario Bros. Games will be coming out.
That's amazing!
It's very amazing, Recepid. One will be for the Wii U system.
Alright.
New Super Mario Bros. U.
Yeah.
Interesting.
U.
And it should be called New Super Mario Bros. And U, but it's just U. It will be coming out for the Wii U, and it's going to have 4-player support, hopefully online, but it looks amazing.
Yeah.
And on top of that, New Super Mario Bros. 3DS will be coming out for the Nintendo 3DS. So, who doesn't love Mario? Always new Mario games are always appreciated from Nintendo, and it'll be great.
Yeah.
So, I'm highly anticipating those 2.
That sounds good, man.
Mario games.
Okay then.
You want to hit a little break?
Yeah,
get back into it.
Sure. A little break here. And we'll come back with the rest of our comic book and
finish off the video games and then comics.
You got it.
So we'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
You don't like looking at people?
No, they're we're here focusing on the show, and so like, oh hi! these fucking guys.
I will play this one next. Okay. I love this. I
Oh
love this
no,
song.
I thought this song
No,
was
this
actually.
is actually AJ's song. No, I love this guy's song.
I'm going, man, they're gay. They're gay. They're gay fellas.
Millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
Anything with tag team belts?
They should.
I don't know, anything with the tag team belts and Round Rock?
Huh?
Anything to deal with tag team belts?
R-Truth and Kofi Kingston are still the tag team champions.
Okay, we're on Raw last week.
No, Kofi Kingston took on Big Show.
Yeah, no, I know. The question was like WWE or something like that. That's something like the Dolph Ziggler. He does WWE. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Amazing.
Millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars.
I am too late for this song.
Wait, Black John Cena, right? Aaron Young, look at it. Black John Cena, you remember this guy? Black John Cena. You remember Aaron Young? No. So, Black John Cena.
The whole body of John Cena.
Let's get it in, yeah, my people let me know where you at. It's going down now.
Well, how was that little ditty for you?
I'm
Was that
officially way too late for that song. Don't get me wrong, I like the Run DMC,
Yeah.
I like the NWA and all those other guys, the bottom liners, also everything between it. That was like, wow.
Alright.
I feel like suing someone for my time back. That's not gonna happen.
Well,
So, Kennedy!
I just want to finish off our video game segment here.
Yeah.
As you know, today is New Video Game Release Tuesday. So if you're looking for something new to play, this is what came out. So we have Dirt Showdown. It's a nice little racing game if you like those beat 'em up race games. Comes out for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. We have a game called Crater for PC. We have a game called Gungunner for PlayStation Portable.
That's what the German umlaut for good.
And the highly anticipated
Really?
Lollipop Chainsaw.
Oh, I've been watching this thing the last while. That's awesome.
Lots of
That's going to
people
come out. Shit, that's a sexy game.
Very.
Yeah.
Very.
We gotta get a copy of this.
We do. So you're hearing that, Lollipop Chainsaw? People send us games. We will review it.
You know what?
and
If
love it to
anyone's
bits.
listening, just flip and send us a tweet what you think about this game. Like, how
Yeah.
can you beat it? You got this sexy cheerleader sucking on a lollipop with a large chainsaw. It doesn't get better than
Killing
that,
zombies.
folks. So basically, send us your tweets at Ryan_Kennedy. That'd be absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
so you think I've already seen a few cosplayers. I didn't know if you recognize them from Niagara Falls Comic Con, but there was one
Was it?
dressed up as like
I was so much in the zone, and that's what you do with Mr. Candy, because I'm in the zone.
Yeah,
Looking outside the zone, boy, it works.
and that's how little light pops.
Really?
Calling her or something
Nice.
like that. But yeah, this game's been highly anticipated, and it's out. So go out to your local GameStop, EB Games, wherever you pick up your favorite video games. Tell them that the guys at the Weekly Trending Fandom Show told you about the game coming
We
out.
told you.
WTF,
That's right.
sent ya. Pick up the game, and you'll be
And
one
every
happy
time
camper.
WTF, and Angel gets his wings.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, anyways, moving on. Anything we wish to add for the game stuff?
No, I
Solid?
finished it with the cherry on top, which is Lollipop
Perfect.
Chainsaw.
Yeah,
Don't
there you
forget
go.
that name, folks.
There, folks. Alright, so basically move forward to comic book news. DC Comic Books has canceled 3 titles after their Zero campaign. And now the following: Captain Atom, Iron Man, and Jim Lee's Voodoo. Unfortunately, with the character called Voodoo, which came from Wildcats, that was sort of like written on the wall when it was first published, because the character for me is way too flat and two-dimensional. And with that, DC fans unlocked 4 more titles called Talon, Sword and Sorcery, Phantom of a Stranger, and Jin Lee's Team 7, which is basically from the old Stormwatch days, which would be very interesting how that moves forward. Plus, on top of that, Yang Press plans to publish more Twilight graphic novels. I don't know why. I was hoping this thing was dead and buried. No pun to vampires and werewolves out there, but however, Yang Press seems to the market for it. So yeah, that should be interesting. And also, comics to keep an eye on is Cobra 14, Night of 1,000 Wolves, issue 2, American Vampire, Lord of the Nightmares, issue 1, Ravers from DC, issue 2, and Incredible, issue 92. Highly recommend you keep an eye on those things. And that will conclude our comic book segment, of course. Fairly short, straight to the point. And on top of that, we'll hop right into cartoon news, because there's a lot of stuff in cartoon news which I find very interesting. I'm not sure if people know this or not, but Marvel's Avengers has dropped the number 4 spot, and because of that, it's very interesting to me that Disney DX, or whatever, XD, thank you, XD, has dropped their Avengers line. It's been going on. So what's happening here is that they got a couple of episodes, and you go to onechannel.ch. You can see all the Avengers, all the rest of the season of Avengers, because it's like a fire sale, folks. Just trying to get rid of this stuff as fast as they possibly can, which is very unfortunate. I thought the Avengers cartoon was actually really, really well done. Really highly recommend it, and it's a fun time to watch it. Also, on top of that, as we report before, the Green Lantern animated series has finally come to a conclusion at episode 13. Again, really nice wrap up of the whole series. My personal opinion, just looking at it, I don't like animation, never did. It grows into like a fungus, but the storyline itself is really solid, and I highly recommend watching it, if nothing for the storyline itself. Now, the strange thing is that something I mentioned in past episodes of this particular radio broadcast show is that there's a little cartoon called The Ultimate Spider-Man, which is very kiddish in my opinion. But it's okay. The thing is, it really hasn't grown its teeth or its legs. No pun on the spider jokes there. But the thing is that for some strange reason, they're still going to give the Ultimate Spider-Man a second season. So it's kind of interesting. They kill off the Avengers, but they keep the Spider-Man stuff. But however, flipping over to Warner Brothers animation, Teen Titans is coming back on the air after a 6-year hiatus called Teen Titans Go, which is very, very animated, very, very kiddish in nature, but it's that tongue-in-cheek stuff. But the cool thing is you get at least the original voice actors back and the same characters again, but again, it's very tongue-in-cheek. And this should be released quite shortly on the Turner Networking Cartoon Network thingy. So that should be interesting. Plus, on top of that, some of the cartoons I'm highly recommending. Young Justice, fantastic storyline. Highly recommend this. Some of the last actual animated series out that's worth your time. Thundercats, still moving strong with their storyline. It's in episode 22, 23, I believe. And again, the storyline is really fantastic. If you have a week to blow, watch this. Really, really great animation. Really great storytelling. The last Airbender that's been released. Again, not too bad. It's not too bad at all. The animation is still strong. The writing style is still strong. Missing in action this week is Transformers. I haven't seen the newest one that came out yet. Also mentioned before, Green Lantern's coming to an end. The Avengers are coming to an end as well, which is very unfortunate. It seems to be a lot of very strong North American animation that seems to be concluding itself, which I'm hoping that newer animation that's just as strong will fill the void, hopefully. And also for something kind of cool, basically some for 90s retro fun, Inhumanoids is actually out there. You haven't seen Inhumanoids? See it again, it's not too bad. Basically, the reason I'm recommending this is that you can see all this stuff at one of two places, at your local independent video store or one channel. I highly recommend watching that particular episode if you can. So that basically concludes my comic book and cartoon news.
And I believe Tron, the animation cartoon, is coming very soon. It's on the verge.
Actually, no, it's out already.
It's out already?
It's out
okay.
It hasn't been released on
in
broadcasting yet. But however, thank you very much for reminding me. Tron episode 2 came out again. Another good storyline. It seems to be getting a little long. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is a little dry. The first one was really action-packed, good storyline behind it. Now they're going to the story arc, and I'm hoping it doesn't become too dry. Because the thing is that the way I look at the movie that came out, Tron Legacy, I thought was stupid. I didn't really like it at all, but a lot of people did. They said, "Hey, Giuseppe, you should give it a break, give it a chance." I watched it, and I'm like, no, this is just dumb. I was not impressed with the storyline at all. It's just, it looks sexy, but that's where it stopped. And the thing is that as there's looking sexy, and there's the actual little thing called storyteller element, which I didn't think it hit at all. But however, Daft Punk doing the actual soundtrack was awesome.
Daft Punk, yeah.
So
awesome,
that was
man.
Really well. I think the soundtrack is better than the movie in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. And now we got ourselves about 1:45 to 2. Let's play a couple of songs. We'll come back and wrap the show up. What do you think?
Play a song? Sure.
Oh no! You got the toy?
You got festival after this?
What?
Let's wrap up the festival after this.
Alright.
Appropriate.
Japanese anime.
Oh my god, look at that.
A picture of him? Oh my Jesus.
How can you imagine? Okay, Adrian, this is what we want you to do. Put your hand up like this, and I want you to stick your tongue out and actually do the old killing. Actually, doesn't do that. Just get the one finger pointing that way. Then the thumb and the finger going that way. That's nice. Alright, folks, have a look at this. So we know what we're looking at here.
Oh, jeez. Ten-side
You see this? Get the whole 10 side. Get the thing on the way.
You did it, not me.
There we go.
There we go.
So we got this dumb picture of, if I could get it in the frame. There we go. Of Tensai there doing his thing. Like, oh my god, that's really. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now we got the whole screen. There we go. See that? That's just dumb. I don't know how they got that up and running. Just silliness. Like our radio show. So we're gonna put things back here. There we go.
Look at this. Look at that. And we're back.
That was
on
dumb!
the Trending Fandom Show. Now, you want to hear about some really cool and neat news?
I like
Something
cool and
that
neat
hasn't
news,
been done.
especially if it's trending.
It's very trending right now. It's something that hasn't even been done, I think, in over 100 years
Yeah.
because Niagara Falls Commission doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the tightrope walk over Niagara Falls, done
No
by
kidding. When's it taking
Nick
place?
Walladal.
When's it taking place?
It's taking place this Friday,
Friday.
and the time hasn't really been confirmed, but apparently it's going to be happening around 9 p.m. because it's going to be seen around the world. Because people in like Japan, like that song was, for just example,
Yeah.
will be able to wake up in the morning and they'll see those live footage
They're all walking across now.
of Nick, tightrope walking
Yeah.
all the way from the American side to the Canadian side.
We should make a bet if he makes it or not.
But again, it hasn't been something done, I think, in over 100 years because it's just been banned.
Yeah.
And it's something that, might not happen for, again,
Another
in our
100
lifetime.
years.
You never
Yeah.
know. So again, the people are going to be driving out to this in droves, and it's...
And checking all out and stuff.
I just don't get why he's going to be doing it at nighttime. It's a
I
little
don't
scary. Maybe just so he doesn't see the falls.
Maybe he's more awake at night.
Maybe.
Maybe his time clock is not in sync.
Hopefully there's going to be a spotlight. Apparently there might be fireworks after, so...
So they shoot fireworks at him? That's
Maybe
awesome!
make it that much more extreme.
Extreme! I can say, well, folks, look at us 100 years. This guy doing a tightrope act. Well, we shoot fireworks at him. What?
This would have been so much cooler if he was doing it during Niagara Falls Comic Con.
That would be awesome.
Perfect timing.
That would make more sense. But however, who are we? We're just two local, independent, weekly trending fandom show folk talking about all things with cool DT. So anyways, let's wrap up the show with a positive note. I'd like to thank everyone else for listening to us today. Please let you know we broadcast once a week, every week, from 12 until 2 on CKMS Sound FM, 100.3 on the FM dial. Plus, on top of it, if you want to catch our shenanigans, you do a search by basically jumping over to first off to the actual station's website, which is www.soundfm.ca, or you can catch us on the Ustream, which is www.ustream.tv/channel/7, which is RCEHOPPE. And if your radio happens to be busted, you can catch us on Rogers Network, which is 94.6. There we go, so close to number 1, we didn't even touch it. Plus, on top of it, we have a Twitter feed through Mr. Kennedy's account, which is Ryan_Kennedy. And we always look forward towards your emails and everything else like that. Plus, last little bit, Facebook-wise, we do have a Facebook group called the Weekly Trending Fandom Show.
Yeah.
We can actually talk to other people and ourselves and so forth. We're always posting our questions when we actually interview other guests and stuff like that. And also on top of it, please support your local independent merchants for their stores because they really need the money in these hard times. And outside of that, I'd like to thank everyone today for joining us on the air, and we look forward towards hearing you next week. So basically, send us off, Mr. Kennedy, what do you have in store for us?
The best in the world!
Woo!
Cult of personality.
There we go. So thank you very much, folks, and we'll catch you all next week.
Flip side, take care.
Bye-bye.
Style your hair.
Yeah, there we go.
It is. I've been watching the last 2 days and just
Anyways, folks, how you all doing? Just wrap up for last show, whatever in the can. Hopefully you enjoyed us as much as we enjoyed ourselves. See you guys later. Ciao.